Oh wait, what? Also, we just skip through the practice. I thought we were gonna see some glimpse of practice, and then now it seems like we're in the. This looks like a judo hall. Yeah, but I think there's also another purpose for this hall, which is where usually this is the kind of hall where dinner is served. Yeah, this kind of traditional hall where dinner is served. But it definitely looks like it's dinner time. I mean, it's already night time outside, so I'm presuming it's going to be dinner here. If not judo practice, but it doesn't make sense to have judo or kendo practice here. So yeah, in case you don't know what judo is a form of martial arts. It's like kung fu, but it's like taekwondo all that. But judo is a kind of Japanese martial art, and then kendo is basically a kind of fencing. It's a type of fence fighting, but the sword used is using wooden swords. Yeah, wooden sword. So no, wait, sorry, it's not wooden sword. It's bamboo sword. Yeah, the swords are made of bamboo basically. Yeah, then it works kind of like fencing basically. Yeah. And now we've dragged all our bags over to Takafuji's dojo. So we are in the dojo after all. We've just had dinner. Any other guys are going to sleep here? Oh, sleep here, okay, gotcha. There are more girls, so they got gym instead. All that's left for the day is to take a bath and go to sleep at lights out. I wonder if the bath is the onsen. Onsen means in classic anime trope, right? The onsen. Yeah, you have the girls in one public bath and then the boys in another public bath, and then the boys try to sneak peek at the girls. Yeah, the classic. I'm kind of worried about Shindo-san because he seemed like such a huge fanboy earlier, but luckily he hasn't done anything suspicious since. Well, from what I've seen of Shindo so far, it doesn't seem like he's the suspicious type. It doesn't also seem like he holds a grudge or something like that. But the thing is that, of course, I'm still suspicious of him, but I think he's definitely holds a strong rivalry over him. But the thing is that he might be the one that actually put Masaya into a trauma. Because I remember at the start of this game, there was one particular scene where, like, Masaya was traumatic against someone who's like standing tall, high, and mighty, tall above him, and while he was like crouching down, he's on his knees basically, because he's like in despair or something like that. Yeah, so I'm suspecting that guy is actually this Shindo.
Hinata, もうちょい右だ。もっと力を入れろ。
Is Masaya like massaging Shion? I can't. Your back muscles are bulging out, so they slip right out of my hands when I try to get a better grip on them.
なんだ、ひなた。褒めても何も出ないぞ。だが、この後の風呂で俺の背中を流す権利をやろう。
I'm not gay, okay, Sean. Get lost. Sounds more like a punishment than a reward. Right now, I'm mounting our president's back and giving him a massage. No, he didn't force me to do this. I guess it's because as a coach, he needs to take care of his players, right? So, in fact, it was my idea. Figured I could use this chance to develop a useful skill, but how is it, Press?
なんか気持ちがいい気がする。
Any technique goes right out the window with him. Yeah, because he's not really. I don't think he has really gone for a lot of massages anyway, so can't really use him to get better. Okay, Shindo. Oh, so he's wearing the Mizuki, the outfit. Well, it's just the casual outfit, or casual shirt. No, this is the brand name, right? The brand name, of one of the brands of the FC shoes. That also sells other FC merchandise, like shirt. Ha!
Shindo!
Press bolts up at the sight of him knocking me away.
ダメだ、許さん。ひなたは倉浜 FC 部の財産だ。 冗談だよ。
Shindo gives a light nod as he says that.
冗談だよ。
Oh my god. You wouldn't look so down in the dumps if you were just cracking a joke. And these aren't the kind of people I want to be popular with. Shindo-san, huh? He's someone who approached me knowing my past. I don't think he's a bad person, but I don't quite trust him either. It's hard to figure out what he wants, yeah. Like, I don't think he's a bad person either, but at the same time also, like, can't trust him. Because he seems to know his past, right? Like, he must be related to the one who put him down, like, in the past. And naturally, that has me real nervous.
ところで日向くん、ちょっと相談があるんだ。
Something to discuss? Yeah? Oh boy, here it comes. Is it going to be about my past again or something else?
ちょっと話しづらいことなんだ。耳を寄せてくれないかい？
Have to whisper. Okay. I move my ear over to his mouth so he can whisper into it.
おい、お前ら男らしくないぞ。めめしくこそこそせずに堂々と話せ。堂々と。
Sean.
大事な話なんだよ。声を忍ばせるような話がか。はあ、バカな。
Shindo-san. First, he's probably sad because he feels left out.
ああ、僕もまさかとは思っていたけれど、試してみようか。
Go into the test. Why?
青柳くん、だったら君も耳を寄せてくれないかい？くだらん話だったら承知しないぞ。
He immediately brings his ear close. I don't really like this situation, especially if he's going to bring up my past again. I don't think Shindo is going to be that sensitive, no. Because this is something he wants to talk with Masaya in private, right? Actually, if it's really in private, he would have like asked him to like, can I have a moment with you or something like that, you know? Can I have a word with you and then go somewhere private? Rather than whisper into his ear. Or maybe it's like whisper into his ear to tell him that, hey, can I have a moment with you or something like that? But then there's Shindo, this guy, interrupting, so he has to like come up with something else first. That's my take anyway. But Shindo-san gives me a nod to reassure me, makes a serious expression and then begins to speak.
今から女子の風呂を覗きに行こうと思うんだ。
What? What's with this serious music when he says this? Come again? Hi? I'm not sure I heard that right.
いや、だからさ、今から女子の風呂を覗きに行こうと思うんだ。
What? Shindo? A shudder runs through my body as he confirms my suspicions. What the hell? Does he know what he's saying? Now he's scaring me in a completely different sense.
いやいや、誤解しないでほしい。
Shindo-san apparently notices the look of disgust on my face and shakes his head in a gentlemanly way.
僕は女子部員の裸にさほど興味があるわけじゃない。これまでも考えたことさえない。
Then why do you want to peep at them while they're bathing? That's just as bad, but in a totally different way. I mean, why else would you want to do that? I know I just asked him that question, but I'm not really sure I'm not sure I really want to hear the answer.
日向くん、君と困難に立ち向かいたいんだ。結果より家庭を重視しての提案だよ。
How does peeping on the girls help in our journey though? Then pick something that isn't a crime.
これ以上ない極限状態でこそ真の情や力は発現するものさ。
Well, I guess Shindo has a point here, but why peep girls? Why peep on girls for that? Well, not that I mind though. But we could lose everything, like everyone's trust and our reputation.
君と一緒なら落ちるのも悪くはないかもね。
What? Turns out Shindo-san is way scarier than I thought. Luckily, Fest is shaking. Glad I have someone on my side.
なんだその男 男らしい提案は
Are you on? Shit. You are shaking from joy. I'm screwed.
ではどのように侵入するかシミュレーションしてみよう。
Simulation.
随分本格的だな。
うちの大浴場は男女ともに露
I
天にな
knew
ってい
it.
る。
I knew it's open air bath. Onsen. Yeah, those public baths. But of course separated by gender.
一見容易なようだけどね。空も飛べるこんなご時世だからね。セキュリティは過去破られたことがない。鉄壁だよ。かく乱するのは一人では無理だ。だが二人いればどうだろう。
Wait, two of you? I thought are you referring to yourself and and Sean? Masaya not included?
東大最強と呼ばれる僕と。
芸術的な筋肉がミョルニルと後の世で評価される俺がいれば破れるかもしれないと。
You call yourself Giona? Giona or whatever you pronounce it, but I'm pretty sure this is the name of a god, right?
いや、でもそうすると日向が足手まといになるか。今回の作戦では置いていった方がいいかもしれないな。
It's the name of a certain Greek god, if I remember correctly. It's like related to Odin, Thor, those kind of gods.
まあその辺は現場で確認するとして。
I'll keep listening for now. Anyways, just knock them out when push comes to the shove. Oh, how though? How are you going to knock out two of them, especially Sean? Huh? What's this? My phone's ringing. And the caller is Asuka? Madoka, what's up? Oh, Madoka.
今どこ
Huh? Why the sudden question?
どこ
Well, I'm at the judo. I'm in the judo. Where? I'm in the dojo. Where else would I be?
うちのお兄、そこにいる
Yes. Yes. Why are you so scared all of a sudden? Hey, but hey, we get some fan service right here. Even though this is a girl, we don't get to, heroine. Yeah, you don't get to make, like, have saxophone with or to, yeah, she's not one of the heroines basically, so that's sad. Although there might be a fan list, but I don't think there's a fan list for Aokana. Yeah. But at least, hey, at least we got some fan service right here. Madoka with the handphone with a keychain of some colorful bear. And then hey, there's a Japanese kanji right here which says Imoto. Yes, basically means little sister, yes. So I'm guessing this bear was bought by Sean. Sean bought it, right? Yeah. And basically Madoka is knackered and yes, got to go into the onsen with just a piece of cloth, piece of towel, right, covering, and her right elbow covering her essential parts. Of course, the bottom is covered by the screen, yes. But I might want to censor a bit here just in case, yeah. But hey, nice scene. Want me to hand him the phone? Actually, just call him directly if you want to talk to him.
いやさ、なんかすっごい予感がして。
Oh, you have a premonition, huh? Can feel the premonition. Meaning?
うちら今からお風呂入るとこなんだけど、覗きに来たりしないよね。
Of course not. Yeah, I say in a very calm tone. She's got a powerful sixth sense.
そっか、そうだよね。新藤部長もいるもんね。
Oh, that's why you're wrong. Because she was the one who suggested this. Exactly. Only she knew he was the one who came up with the idea.
もし何か暴走とか起こりそうだったら止めてね。
Oh, certain someone that she know? No need to tell me that. That's already my plan.
頼りにしてる。じゃあ寒くなってきたからそろそろ着るわ。
Alright. See ya. Oh? Madoka, where exactly?
ほいほーい、詮索禁止。セクハラになるよん。
Are you, hey, Masaya. Didn't she say that she's about to enter the bath? Which means, yeah. Of course she's gotta be knackered. I really don't see how that makes any sense, but I get the picture at least.
そんじゃね
Yeah, later. Matane. And with that, I lower my phone from my ear as Madoka hangs up. Wait, she's still on the line. What? What's wrong? You forget to say something? No reply. She intentionally left her phone on. Shit. What's that sound? What's going on?
まどかちゃん遅い
What? What?
ごめんごめん先に体洗うね
Okay. Did Madoka intentionally not hang up the phone? Or did she forget to hang up the phone? I think it's the former. I think she intentionally didn't hang up the phone. She's doing this on purpose. I can hear a familiar voice through the phone, though it's kind of fuzzy. Well, yeah, because of the smoke and all. And nice music, nice background music. Which means Madoka forgot to hang up, or she intentionally didn't hang up. Well, not like it matters, I just have to hang up on my end. Sure, I kind of want to keep listening, but it's not worth the risk.
しかし今日の練習はハードだったね
But to continue hearing that, I think it's enticing, right? I don't think I want to hang up. Even if it costs me a bomb, because the phone bills and all, I'm still gonna keep listening. Unless there's free incoming call or something.
あれは鬼だよ鬼爽やかにド S だね
Oh shit. Are they referring to Shindo?
砂浜っていつもあんなきつい練習してるのいえあんなのは初めてくらいでして
Wait, or are you referring to Masaya? Not that I expected it to be any different, but it appears making them practice fundamentals after everyone was already exhausted from practice matches wasn't the most popular decision. The extremely valuable, unfiltered impressions inevitably make me keep listening.
まどかはいつまで髪洗ってんの
Oh yeah, more sexy scenes, yes. I mean, this is actually the first time we're seeing them bare naked. I mean, there was a scene where we did see Misaki naked, right? But her private parts were like covered and all, right? Yeah, basically her arms are covering her important parts and also her legs, right? Yeah, but here we're actually seeing all the 4 heroines naked. And then what is what is Ichinose squatting there in the background, man? Yeah. I mean, the thing is that Ichinose has kind of like gotten a glimpse of Asuka before, but she doesn't know Misaki and Mashiro, right? Yeah, so this is actually her first encounter. Like maybe she'll talk to them. I don't know. But hey, this is. I don't know if this can be the thumbnail. I don't think this can be the thumbnail of this episode. But maybe I can. I don't know. Maybe just the top left corner. I don't know. Yeah, but all knackered. Yes. Yes. So I definitely have to censor. Yes. Yes. Yeah. All right. Let's keep going. How long does it take to wash your hair, Madoka?
髪にくっついた塩が残ってる気がしていやもう髪切ろうかな
Oh, we don't get to see Madoka naked though, but she's in the background. But I mean, we got to see her naked, but it's not with the essential parts. So.
髪が長いと大変だ
I mean, you have long hair yourself, Misaki. What are you talking about? Yeah, you're telling Madoka to cut your hair when you yourself have long hair and you don't cut it?
なんで人事みたいなのよ
Yeah.
しかも綺麗だし
Yeah.
ほんと美咲先輩の髪の毛って綺麗ですよねそうありがとうすっごい首ね
Oh yeah, slender waist indeed. Yeah. Actually, I don't think I've ever seen Misaki get embarrassed before. Not once. Yeah, I've seen Asuka, Ishinose, and Mashiro blush. But I don't think I've ever seen Misaki blush. Maybe until when I go down her route, then when she starts to fall in love with Masaya, then maybe it's a different story.
なんか早くも違うとこ見てない？
気にしてたらこんなとこ一緒にいられないから。
はあ、でもいいお湯だね。作りも学園の施設とは思えませんし。
露天ってのがまたね。満天の星空を見上げながらって気分がいいもんだ。
Yeah, it's definitely awesome. Ishinose, why is so quiet though?
旅先、開放感。
Mashiro, please.
何もない何もない。
Let's not go there yet.
せめてうちにもシャワーくらいあったらね。確かに。
I think this scene is going to be a bit hard to censor because of the text box constantly disappearing and reappearing. Yeah. And then it's like the censor will definitely block the word, so if I just keep it censored throughout, like just keep the censor there throughout this whole scene.
あんたはマネージャーだけどね。
I guess, but I'll see what I can do.
リカちゃんはお湯に浸からないの？
Oh, here we go. Asuka actually addressing Rika.
なんかちょっと暑そうだと思いまして。
But that's the whole point, right? That's the whole point of an onsen.
リカちゃんって暑いの苦手？猫舌？ちょっと。
Okay. Alright. Nice. Now we have a drawing of Satoin. In all her glory. Oh, Satoin is beautiful. Her hair is really beautiful. Beautiful golden hair, yeah. Of course, not to mention her boobies. Yes. Satoin looks really elegant though in this screenshot, in this thumbnail. Ooh. This could be the thumbnail too, yeah. Although this one, you can see that the drawing is not as high quality. It's a bit, not high quality, but it's of a different style. Oh.
サトイン先輩。
Oh, she just appeared right next to Ishinose. That's cool. Right there. Oh yeah, right there.
どこにいても元気ですね。
船花学院の皆さん、遠路はるばるご苦労様でした。
Thank you.
それ聞かなかったっけ？
I mean, she has to say it.
感謝とお近づきの印に私がご奉仕させていただきますわ。
What? You want to service the girls?
あれ？なんか高藤の皆さんが一斉にお湯から上がっちゃいましたけど。
When she says service, it's not a good thing. I'm curious now.
2年生と3年生の先輩だけで1年生は残っていますけど。
Well, that's because the freshmen don't know. And wait, Rika doesn't know too. But you're a sophomore, right? You're second year, right?
そう、新入生も合宿は初めてでしたわね。ならばまとめてお相手いたしましょう。まずはそうですわね、一ノ瀬さん、こちらへ。
Oh, shit.
ほう。
Apart from the exchange of voices, I know I hear a door sliding open and shut. Over and over as more and more students walk closer to the phone. Okay.
やっちゃったか、砂糖院。
This is alright. Can't hear what's outside now. Or can we?
1年の初めての合宿だけど、他校もいるから今日はないと思ったんだけどね。
Is she gonna... Oh my god. Is she really good at the touching boobies? I don't know.
いや、あれはあの子なりに心を込めた奉仕なんだからさ。
Yes, good intentions, I see.
そうだけど、背中を流してくれるっていうのもわかるんだけど。
It's more than that, right? I mean, for all these sophomores and seniors to suddenly run away. It's like, you must be doing something drastic.
ボディタオルさえ使ってくれればね。
Okay. Wait, hold on. I think I know where this is going. Don't tell me she's going to wash, the girl's back with her boobies. Oh my god. Oh, that would be cool though. But it's on a girl. If it's on Masaya, that would be heaven. Or me.
素手でもびっくりしたのに、自分の体にボディーソープつけ始めた時の衝撃ったら。
It's gonna be a booby wash.
あれさ、誰かちゃんと叱るべき教育した方がいいって、佐藤院の今後のためにも。
Wash a girl's back with her own boobies.
絶対意味分かってないもんね。
でも自分がやられた分、被害者を増やしたいという気持ちもちょっとだけあったりして。
Then you understand, right? It's a first time experience. They have to experience it at least once.
わかる。
Wakaru. Yes.
あ、一ノ瀬やられたね。
Oh, I think Ichinose is more like the first year rather than the second year. Yeah, because Ichinose doesn't know, right? Rika doesn't know. So it seems like she's not a sophomore but first year. Which means she's most likely 1 year younger than... I mean, not most likely. She's one... If that's the case, then she's 1 year younger than Masaya and Asuka and the rest, except Mashiro. Mashiro is first year as well. That means Ichinose and Rika and Mashiro are in the same grade, right? Well, Masaya have been listening, right?
日向くん
Oh shit. Whoa! I put myself away from my phone and Shindo-san addresses me.
どうかしたのかい？ずっと電話を耳に当てたまま。
Yeah, I would say it's kinda like watching a horror movie. No, forget I ever say anything. I quietly end the call. So what about the peeping?
それだが、やはりやめようということになった。卑劣な行動は許されんからな。
I thought you said that was a manly thing to do earlier. Why are you suddenly calling this a coward's club now?
ほら、青柳くんがちょっと本気になりかけてきたからさ。
Okay. Then you convinced him out of it. Glad you came to your senses. In any case, I should forget everything I just said. Time for bed. All the guys lined up their sleeping bags earlier. Since the players are rather tired, there's no chattering going on either. Seems like they're all out like a light. Don't you hate it when there's someone snoring? Actually, for me personally, I don't mind the snoring. But I know there are some people who are like really bothered with this kind of snoring. Yeah. Well, Shindo's snoring isn't so bad. Probably better if I don't think about why these two choose to sleep next to me. Better than strangers, I guess. Okay, it's time. Time for what? I get up. Everyone's exhausted because of all the hard work they put in earlier. I think Shindo will definitely notice him gone in a bit. I usually try to make time for this, so it's nothing new, but I can't deny that watching them has been extra motivated. Watching who? The girls? Oh, you mean you mean the players earlier? However, it isn't something I can do in a confined space. Guess I'll head outside for a bit. Shindo-san will probably get in a lot of trouble if something goes wrong on school grounds. Wait, something goes wrong, what are you gonna do? Are you actually going to secretly do some training of your own? Guess I'll go somewhere else. Yeah, some flying off its own. So I guess me wandering off by myself in the middle of the night is actually more of a problem. Well, whatever is fine as long as I don't get caught. Shindo will notice. He has sharp sensors, so... Tobe! With that, I head off into the night sky, making sure to be as quiet as possible.
ひなたさん
Oh, Rika noticed him. Well, you know, I have a feeling like Rika is actually the true heroine of this vision of her, because it seems like when he first saw Rika, it's kind of like love at first sight, love on first sight, right? Yeah, and it seems more of that case with Rika than with Asuka. In Asuka's case, he sees her more of like, or like the first girl he meets, but it's not like she really like inspired him or something like that. Well, she kind of reminds him of his past, yeah. But I think it's Rika that he actually has more feelings for. I think he feels closer to Rika than to Asuka. So I feel like Rika is actually the true heroine, and that's my opinion anyway. And so the night of our first training camp day comes to an end. Where did he fly though? Is he like just flying around the sky, night sky? Probably Rika is gonna ask him about it later. Alright, day 2. It's the second day of our training camp. Practice has already begun. However, it's a lot different from yesterday. Everyone warmed up together, but after that they will split into fighters, all-rounders, and speeders for individual practice. And I'm going around checking on each section at different intervals. Right now I'm looking after the fighters, so that means Misaki and Mashiro. Oh, and there's also one more thing that's really different.
高藤は部員の6割以上がファイターなんす。
Oh, 60% of Takafuji's Skywalkers are fighters. And we have a new character right here. Minori. Oh, she's the commentator. Is she going to be the commentator for the rest of all the FC matches? Oh, I know she's a commentator because of this yellow badge on her left upper arm, right? That says Hoso. So Hoso basically means broadcast. Yeah, in Japanese. So broadcast meaning like, you know, commentator. So seems like she's the one who's doing commentary, live commentary. That's interesting. And she's a character. Yeah, I mean she's going to be important as a commentator at least. So we're going to hear more from her. Minori, huh?
これは試合場でのチェックポイントが決まっている以上、スピーダーは究極的には逃げ切ることはできないって現在の FC 界の通説らしいんすよね。
Possible for speeders to outrun their opponent the entire time. Actually, that makes sense also because this playing field is more of a square, right? It's not like one straight line, right? Yeah. So the thing is that at some points the speeder has to like stop and then turn. I mean, they can like try to circle, but the thing is that there's a limit to that, right? Like you can only go so far.
それを高藤は実践しているというわけみたいっす。
Osaka was it? So Osaka Minori.
みのりんとかみのりーナでもいいっすよ。みのりですから。
Minorin like Satoin. But Osaka.
全然分かってくれてなさそうっすけど。
He's trying to follow Shindo, who calls, you know, Satoin Sato. Listen, I already know all that. I immediately noticed that when I watched them practice yesterday. There's no need for you to go into detail.
そうかもしれませんけど、ほら、私も今日の取材に備えて下調べしてきたんすよ。
Yeah, coverage, commentary. Cool. Except she never bothered to ask if it was alright for her to tag along.
ですからこう、記事にする前にコーチの日向先輩に間違いないか確認しておこうかと。
Yeah, so she's like part of the newspaper club, the news club. Yeah. You were using me to validate your info? Well, not like it matters. The name of this odd girl is Minori Hosaka, I think. Just now I said Hosaka Minori because that's how the Japanese, as you know, right, the Japanese, they usually address themselves by their first name first, then their by their last name first, their family name first, then their given name. Yeah, then their given names. So in this case, I guess the translator is westernizing it, yeah. So Minori Hosaka. Hosaka is the family name or last name, and Minori is the first name or given name. Apparently, she's a freshman at Konohama who's in Mashiro's class. Oh wait, what? Wait, she's from the same school as Masaya? When did she come here? We didn't see her yesterday, so maybe it's like she was tasked to come here or something earlier. I mean, yeah, today or something like that. Because we definitely didn't see her yesterday. I thought she was from this school, Takafuji, but apparently not. Unfortunately for me, she showed up out of the blue at practice this morning. She said she was part of the Konohama Academy Broadcasting Club. Seems she heard about this training camp from Mashiro and came to cover it. I see, Mashiro told her.
ところでコーチ、我が校もファイターが多いのは高藤と同じくデータに基づいた指導の賜物なんすか？
She's right. We have one all-rounder, Asuka, one speeder press, and two fighters, Misaki and Mashiro. She said Takafuji is over 60% fighters, but we also had a whooping 50%. Well, I mean, whooping 50%, but only because we have very few players. So, I mean, it's like our school, Konohama, only has like 4 players at the moment, and then half of them are fighters. so it's basically split to 50% and 25-25. But that's like too small amount though. Yeah. However, no, I'm just respecting your wishes. It's different in the case of players who was already practicing FC before, but the others all kinda just the style they like. They probably all have their own reasons too. Well, we know Mashiro's reason. It's because Misaki chose fighter, so Mashiro also wants to be like her, wants to follow her, so fighter too. Right? Misaki stated herself that she loves the fighter styles, so that's why she picked fighter. And Asuka picked all-rounder because follow the footsteps of Masaya basically.
コーチ、本当に仕事してんすか？
Yes, I am. Oh, come on, have a little faith. My self-confidence is gonna take a hit at this rate.
マサヤ先輩、ちゃんと役目を果たしてください。
Mashiro, please don't betray me. Wait, now there's a player saying the same thing. Namely Mashiro.
おっす、マシロー。おっすおっす。
They're good friends. Like I said earlier, the two of them are classmates. I think they're good friends too.
それで何やんの？
Let's practice the scissors. Scissors, huh?
シザーズ？
The scissors is a flight maneuver that consists of a series of short, quick turns a defender makes towards the attacker as they continue to move forward. So it's kind of like a pincer attack. Basically, I want you to practice switching positions with the person on your tail. Interesting. So the one in front switches position with the one behind. In FC, where you score points by touching your opponent's back, you obviously have to avoid getting closed in on from behind. And by effectively executing the scissors, you can make an opponent that's closing in on you overshoot. Oh, so this is why it's called the scissors, because the maneuver, it looks like zigzag. It's basically a zigzag. And the way zigzag, zigzag around the opponent basically. That's why it's the scissors. It's called the scissors. Yeah, move in a zigzag direction. Then you can turn the tables and go for your opponent's back instead. Basically, it's a maneuver that allows you to overturn the roles of the hunter and the hunted.
これスピーダー向けの練習じゃないですか？
Not really, because the thing is for fighter, being able to zigzag helps too. What makes you think that?
私たち速度の遅いファイターが追われる立場になることなんて少なくありません？
Well, I mean, nen no tameni, I think, just in case. Not at all. Okay, not at all, in fact.
そうですか？
First of all, you're assuming your opponent is a speeder. Tell me what happens if when you're facing another fighter.
あ
Besides,
あ、それに相手がスピーダーでも問題ない。
yes, that's true.
基本的なことだけど、背後につく相手は背中を狙う以上相手を追い抜くことはできない。ってことは一度前に出てしまえば絶対にこの形にはなるってこと。プラス要素として追う側は前を飛ぶ相手を見て移動するからどうしても動きが遅れる。
Ah, Misaki definitely knows her stuff, huh?
そのため相手の前に進むスピードの方が速くなるってのもあるよね。なるほどです。さすがは美咲先輩。
Hey, Mashiro's attitude is just so blatantly different when Misaki's involved. It's a little annoying. I don't know if I'm looking forward to going down Mashiro's route. Well, she's most likely wait. Try go down her route first. I think I want to go down a girl's route that I at least am interested in. You know, so maybe I'll save Mashiro's route for second. First one maybe, I don't know, Misaki? I mean, I kind of like Misaki, yeah. So Misaki first, I guess. Well, whatever. Aika. There's also one more thing. Speeders simply aren't suited for this practice. Speeders can do short quick turns. Yeah, that's true, because they go very fast. But as long as they aren't up against another speeder, there's no reason for them to try to switch positions. Instead, they can fly straight forward and leave their opponent in the dust.
美咲先輩。ちょっとちょっと。
Yeah, stop. At least pretend to listen. We set training boys at intervals of about 3 meters both vertically and horizontally. The ultimate goal will be use slaloming between boys placed in all directions.
スラローム？
I mean flying in zigzags between obstacles, yeah. Slalom is flying in zigzag, going in zigzags basically.
どうして最初からそう言えないんですか？みんながみんな先輩と同じことを知ってるわけじゃないんです
I
よ。
was just getting there, girl. Well, sorry about that. 悪かったわね。悪かったわな。Now that the lecture's out of the way, it's time to get to the fun stuff. Try to narrow the angle of your curves to make your turns as tight as possible. The tighter your turns, the faster you can make your opponent overshoot. Oh, so really tight zigzags. Plus, it'll help you move faster. The students proceed to fly one after the other. Huh? Man, the girl who just started is pretty damn good. The one from Takafuji, huh? Okay. Oh, that's Misaki. Unlike her whimsical, carefree personality, her flying is very precise and clean. And she isn't even giving it her all. Imagine if she actually is. She has massive potential, right? How much is she holding, man? At this point, I really want to see her go all out. But how do I make her do that? Well, when she starts losing matches, you know? The next player enters the field as I mull over that thought. Okay, it's quite a bit worse than Misaki. Oh, it's Mashiro. Yeah, can see that. Yeah. I can tell she's trying her best, but her movements leave much to be desired. I'm guessing she doesn't have an athletic bone in her body. She really seems to have trouble with any precise movement. Honestly, I always thought she'd make a better speeder. You can always change that, right? Mashiro, can you come over for a sec? To wait for Mashiro to finish her scissors run, then call out to her.
何ですか？
Mashiro lands in front of me as she says that. Right as I'm about to say what I have in mind, I suddenly stop and think. Is this really the advice Mashiro needs? Like, if maybe was about to give her tips as like a speeder or something like that. If she isn't focused on winning, then my suggestion is totally misplaced. And having watched her so far, it's clear what she really wants. He just wants to follow Mashiro, Misaki, right?
何？どうしたんです？
Wait, I get a choice? Oh, let's see. Oh, okay. Well, the thing about this visual novel, right? I can see that this visual novel is the classic type of visual novel where the choices you make will determine which girl you will ultimately end up with, right? It's not like most other visual novels where, like, the choice is obvious, where it's like you just choose that particular girl and then you know you'll go down there. Like, it's just two choices basically, that's all. Visual novel. This one is you really need to think carefully which girl you want to go down. Now, because as much as I would like Misaki, I think I would like to go down Misaki's route first. But then again, the thing is, when it comes to this kind of visual novel, I don't want to disappoint every girl. So like if I can choose the best choice for a particular girl, then I will just choose the best choice, and then I will just let the visual novel decide for me which girl I'm gonna go down with as my which girl's route I'm gonna go down with. I'm gonna go down as the first route. So I'm just gonna go with the flow basically. So in this case, ask her about Misaki's lack of motivation, suggest changing her playstyle. Well, Masaya almost wanted to suggest, to Mashiro to change her playstyle, right? But then later he held back, saying that is this really what she wants? Actually, no, right? Because like we know that really the reason why Mashiro is taking part in this FC is because of Misaki. Yeah, it's clearly because of Misaki, right? So I think we should maybe actually ask her about Misaki's lack of motivation, and then she'll start to talk about Misaki and all, and that's a good thing, right? Yeah, so I'll go for this. I decide to ask her about Misaki's lack of motivation. At the end of the day, Misaki is pretty good.
どうしてそれを私に言うんです？
Well, because you're the one who can motivate her.
まあ悪い気はしませんけど。
I see. We know that she's going to be happy hearing anything that has to do with Misaki. For some reason, Mashiro gets embarrassed when I compliment Misaki. But Misaki isn't bringing her A game. Can you somehow get her motivation up?
そんなこと言われても。
She looks to be deep in thought for a while.
やっぱり無理です。美咲先輩が望んでないこと、私から進めることはできません。
At least we ask an honest opinion. Because the thing is, if we ask her to change her playstyle, I think that's not good. That's not really respecting what she really wants. Because the thing is, she really wants to be with Misaki, Like, ask her to change her playstyle. Like, the thing is that, well, ultimately we want everyone to take FC seriously, man. I mean, you take part in FC, but so the thing is, yeah, you're supposed to take it seriously, right? But here's the thing, like, because this is just starting only, right? Like, they're just only starting to get into FC, so like to suddenly ask her to change her playstyle, then that means we won't be able to spend time with Misaki. Then it's like, that's not good, right? It's like, you're kind of like not respecting her wishes, basically. I see. Figured. Well, it's probably hard to truly motivate someone if they just don't care. It has to come from within or you'll never stick. Well, she'll eventually get motivated, yeah. Once we get into a real match. Yeah, the thing is, Asuka has a taste of a real match of sort against Satoin, and Shion, I believe, as well. But Misaki and Mashiro are the only two players who have not had any FC match experience, right? Even though Misaki apparently has experience with FC, but we don't know if she actually has match experience. But we do know that Mashiro has no match experience, has no FC experience at all. That is for sure. Yeah, but what we know is that while we don't know about Misaki, we know that Mashiro has no match experience, so yeah.
でも も先輩、なんか今ものすごいコーチしてるって感じです。
Nice, Marshall. That's a compliment right there. Yes, see, I made the right choice. Yes. Oh yeah?
美咲先輩のことを私に相談するとか、ちょっと見直しました。
Thank you, Marshall. Yes, perfect. High five. See, actually, before that choice, right? Already that big hint from the game already, because it's like Masaya was about to ask her to change her playstyle, but then he held back. He stopped to think, and then he's like, is that really what she wanted? Or rather, is that really what she wants? Like, to change her playstyle, right? Right? So that actually itself is a big hint. That yes, you should change your mind. Totally should change your mind. Don't let it get to your head now. I wanted to talk about something else entirely though. You mean changing her playstyle?
はい、二人ともこっち向いて。
Huh?
はいはい、チーズ。
What? Oh, the flash from the camera blinds me.
いきなり今のは何？
Yeah, why are you taking a photo between with me and Mashiro? Hey, but hey, if this means that I'm going to go down Mashiro's route first, I don't mind.
いやね、ほら、わかりやすい指導風景の一枚ってことで。
Oh, I mean, it's good publicity right there, yeah.
ちょっとやめてよ。そういうの恥ずかしいから。あ、だったら練習の後で私と美咲先輩を撮ってよ。いや、別にそういうメモリーでもないから。と、あんまりここにいると美咲先輩に変な虫がくっついちゃうかも。
Alright, go.
じゃあ、マサヤ先輩、失礼します。
Alright. Break a leg out there. With that, Mashiro returns to the Caesar's practice waiting line.
なるほど、なるほど。
Ah, yes. You learned something for your article?
いやー、ツーショットで写真を撮ったのに過剰な反応や抵抗もなくさらっと流されてたということは。
Oh, you're not suggesting that, are you?
コーチと教え子の間に現在禁断の関係は全然生まれてないっすね。
Yes, no special relationship. For now. What? Do you write for a gossip rag? What kind of reaction was she fishing for? With the tongue sticking out.